Alright guys, I have a 2003 Audi A4 Quattro 1.8 turbo, and it got a lot of misfire codes, and not sure what's going on with it, so I'll show you guys the codes and everything and go from there. Alrighty, that's it. 2003 Audi A4 Quattro turbo. Yes. And so far I have changed all the coils, spark plug, new coils and spark plug, and now I need to check all four, what's it called, fuel injectors, make sure they're not they're working properly. As you can see, I don't know, this coil came like rest of them are shiny on the top, this one is not, but it's new. And it's a CarQuest. This is the part number, and these were the old plugs. I got a bunch of codes over here. There's a map, there's open circuit code, which is this one on the top for the map controlled engine cooling thermostat, and that's the new code. It wasn't there before. And engine starter blocked by immobilizer, okay, and then injectors under number one, and then there's a misfire code. Before that I had a bunch of other codes too other than this. Before I changed the coil, I changed all the new coils because 1, 2, 3, these three were filled with oil, and this was not. So I just changed the gasket, valve cover gasket, and there's another gasket under the tube for the spark plug sleeve. So now there's no more oil in here. But for some reason these always break. The connectors always break from here. See, they're all missing tabs. So if I pull on, they'll come off. So it's a bad, you have to keep on to put these in, you have to push these down all the way. It's supposed to be nice and tight. So right now I have the number one misfire code. That's the main one I'm gonna look at. And like I said before, I did change the spark plug, all of them, and I had codes for the see, all the cylinder was misfiring. The P0300 is random misfire, and number 1, 3, and 4. Number 2 was not misfiring, but other than that, all the codes were misfiring. So this was, I think it was lean code. So right now I'm gonna just check and make sure that check the injectors and make sure they're good. So I feel like there's something wrong with the wiring. Either these, because it's intermittent, because I moved these wires, this one, and then it caused it to start running really poor. So I gotta check out which, the connectors with the scope and with the multimeter, see if I'm getting a power. Okay, I think we found the problem, which is the wire was right here. These were touching each other. That's the connector on the number 1 O2 sensor, and there was a wire over here, right here. See, these are the ones touching each other, and the connector is basically, I think right here I can see somebody put these wires. I gotta open this up and see, and I'm gonna check all these wires. Okay, and see. Alright, there you go. This is the problem. Right here is the wires touching each other. This was twisted like that, so it's touching each other, and over here same thing. Basically with that, because of the heat, the wires, they were kind of touching each other and shorting it out. I'm going to keep on taking off the rest of the wires And like this one is doing the same thing too. Look at that. There you go. That's what this was for, misfiring. I'm going to do the same thing with on this side and more back. So check the connectors. Okay, what I ended up doing is replacing all the wires in here, taping it up, and over here same thing. The last one looks good. That's the one I didn't do anything, but I took off the back side and checked it, make sure it's not broke. The rest of them, 1, 2, 3, all those 3 were misfiring, and that's because of that. So now I'm gonna put everything back together and see if that solves the problem, because 1, 2, 3, these were bad and this is good. So alright, finally start up the vehicle. Seems like it's running good. No more misfire, no more shaking. Everything feels good. And so basically there was wiring was the problem. So and that's it. I'll show you guys there's no more cord. I drove the car, runs nice, a lot more smoother than before. So alright, 1.8 turbo, 2003 Audi, yes, okay, moment. There you go, we got cords only. Let's see, I cleared it up before. No cord present, so that's good. Go back. Alright, so that means no more cords. So everything is good, car running a lot more smoother. It wasn't like before, RPM was jumping. So it's pretty steady. That's it, I think we fixed it. So I took it for a drive, it drives very nice. So that was it. Now we gotta put the cover back on. I'm sure the customer will be happy because we've been dealing with this for a while. It was randomly doing it on and off. And we couldn't figure out what the reason was. Was it coil or was it injector?